And I know one of the individuals who loves sports a lot is Frederick Kampamensa, CEO of Oz Good Group of Companies. And Lydia Nyaba says you're celebrating your birthday today. Happy birthday, good man. But I know that you love football a lot. And talking about football, we have the Black Queens. They're playing the match as well. A lot of news and content has been going around them. I have Oroko right here. And Oroko, what's the latest from the camp of the Black Queens? Money reached them now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the DM bonus has been paid.
Oh, everything has been paid.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So they are good now. They are 86,000 cedis richer for the bonus side. Okay. And so
if you convert to the USD payment,
it doesn't reflect the 7,500. It's $6,800 or around that. We don't know the rates they used or whether they took taxes or whatever it is.
There's some conservative rates that are used when they're paying you through the main structure.
But what we do know is that they received 86,000 cedis each for the bonuses plus the per diem that they received the day before. So there are no money issues. Focus is on the game today, Ghana versus Zambia, and it's an important one because when you're playing home before you go away, you want to make sure that you have a decent cushion. Because you do, if you remember, the reason why Ghana was able to qualify in the final qualifier was that they had a decent cushion at home in that final game. And despite them losing away, they still managed to qualify in that one. So the key thing today is to ensure that they don't just win, but they win comfortably because anything can happen in Lusaka.
Okay. What's the latest on the Midiama zone fixture? And we know that there were issues about El Ahly having troubles, etc.
So that has been sorted out. Unfortunately, CAF did not take their request to be able to move the game backwards. But what we do know is that the game would still come on today at the Vara Sports Stadium at 4 p.m. Is the penultimate game of the group stages. Midiama find themselves bottom. But interestingly, they can't go top if they beat Ahly. And so those are the tiny margins when it gets to this stage. They've been promised a huge winning and bonus if they do win by their owner, Moses Parker. And so motivation is really high, and they do believe that they can cause an upset today.
Now let's get an insight from representatives of Midiama and how they're looking forward to this match.
Difficulties and challenges yesterday and today, but Al Ahly is a great team and is well of and have experience with these situations. We are going, our CIO and our admins had to solve these problems, and we as players are going to be full concentrated for the game tomorrow. We are going to do our best to win tomorrow and to be first in our group.
We also have Midiama's coach also raising issues or perhaps also commenting on the match as well. But who is the coach of El Ahly? Is he the one who spoke?
Yeah, that was Kola. So he was talking about the fact that they have to focus on the game despite all the issues that they've had. Ahly are a big club and the expectation is really high. And so they also expected to make it out to the group. And that's why they'll be coming to win the game today. Yeah.
Okay, so as it is, it looks like the two teams are prepared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your prediction so far, based on what you've observed and think?
I think it's a high magnitude game. In the first leg in Cairo, Ahly showed their experience, although Midiama held out for a really long time before the Egyptian counterparts were able to break them apart. I do think that the home advantage might play to Midiama's advantage, and they would probably sneak out with a draw.
Yeah. At the end of the day, okay. Do you have something on athletics as well?
Yes, and so the president of the Ghana Athletics Association, that's Bao Husseini, has been speaking. And if you quite remember, there were a number of issues that the team faced in the World Athletics Championships where there were a couple of injuries that we had to deal with. And so even in the 4x100, at a point we had to pull out because we didn't have enough fit athletes to be able to compete. And so he's been speaking on the fitness of the team now, what the expectations are. And what we also do know is that Joseph Amo has confirmed, Benjamin Azamati has also confirmed that they will be in the athletics team for the African Games, which is very close.
All right. So that'll be it for Sports 4 now. We're taking a break. Remember, we have cash out. It goes with the short code *439#. *439# enables you to get options, and we always encourage you to choose option 2. and that is TV3. And then you get all the latest when it is. But Oreko, we do have more, don't we?
Yes, so Bar Husseini was speaking on that issue with regards to their injuries.
They who got injured are competing now. All of them are fit and they are competing. And what happened in Budapest, it won't happen again because in Budapest we were limited in the number of athletes that we could enter. We entered only 4 or 5 athletes, and the reserve there were 4 and 1 reserve. So when the 2 got injured, we left with only 3 athletes, so we couldn't have participated. By this time around, we have 8 athletes in the 100 meters. Even if 3 get injured, I'm not saying even if 3 get injured, may God forbid, we will still have an additional 5 athletes to be able to do the 4x100.
It's important. Football is always one of the biggest sports when it comes to what we love as a country. So we have to revisit that Black Queens game. What has the coach been saying?
Well, she's been confident, but she has to be optimistic and cautiously optimistic because, as you do know, Zambia are a very good side. They've been rising in the ranks of African football and even to the international level. And so she's also saying that although she wants to win, Zambia are expected to win the game as well, which makes it a very, very big fixture later today.
Yes, Cynthia's injured, that's a fact. I'm never a coach who is looking for excuses or whatever. We deal with what it is, and we have good other players, we have good other keepers. We give confidence to our players who are here, and we trust in them. And I'm sure that the keeper who will play tomorrow will ensure that we have another shutout behind. Yes, we are also proud that we have with Frida the next player in on the mission Volta step by step. We work in to find also Ghanaians. Frida is from England but has ancestor from Ghana, and she's proud to play for our country. This is the basic thing they need to bring. She's a very good footballer. As soon as she has the ball in the foot, the game will start. You hopefully will see. And we work also on other 4 or 5 players. It's a process to bring them in, but I'm proud that she commit and her heart is beating for Ghana.
And then she also commented on the outfield players as well, who will be featuring in the match.
It's the 3rd round in Olympics, and we have a home game. Zambia, of course, is a big opponent. They have been on the World Cup. They played 21 games last year. They have good individual players, so I think they must win, and we want to win. And we want to face the top individual players, of course, with a top team. This is our credo for tomorrow, and we are working properly this week and excited that we can start tomorrow. Well, I don't compare myself with others or what has been with the stars or before. We just focus on ourselves. Of course, it gives us a certain pride that we won 10 games out of 11. But in football, the only thing that counts it's the next game. You cannot live from the past, and we want to pass this qualifying round. There was no women team on the Olympics so far, and we want to be the first and step ahead as role models. So that's why we are working properly, keeping the focus on us and no comparison to other things.
And Nora Hoopla was just explaining how the team, the technical bench as well, were looking forward to today's game. And you might have heard tomorrow, because we conducted an interview just alongside SuperSport and the rest of the correspondent the afternoon of yesterday. And so that's it. But you promised that it will be a good game, certainly. But you know the Zambians are strong as well. You were telling me the other day. Yeah.
They're a very strong side. And as the coach of Ghana rightly mentioned, they also expect to win. They want to get to the Olympics. After going to the World Cup, the next level for them is the Olympic Games. And so these are 2 teams who want to play at the highest level. And so the stakes are really high. And the good thing about it is that it's a high-quality game, but it's a free entry. And so you just have to make your way to the Accra Sports Stadium. Matches at 5 p.m. You don't need to pay for a ticket. You can just enter the stadium. So hopefully we do have good numbers to intimidate the Zambians and to push the team on.
Well, certainly. I hope that I'll be having some good news for this game, so that I'll be in high spirits when I go to have the 40th Adua for the late Muniru Abdullahi Nangpa and IB Mark of IB of Mark Radio. Wow. I know that I'll be there certainly. And so please make sure you join us as well. And from the Polima area in the Sisala district, we all hope to have some good time. Let's cash out. We have the cash out and the winner also on your screens soon after the draw. And 3, 2, 1, we have the draw. So the winner this time around, money credited into the mobile money account is the number 0547590***. I will do another draw, or we'll have to wait subsequently. All right, so we're taking a break. When we come back, we have that big conversation between Bella Mundi and then Julieta Santi. Stay with us. We'll be right back.